return to the Formula A cars for the first time, and there you can see Peter Harold making an excellent start with the 4x4 Turbo VW Beetle into second spot, a car that you may be familiar with, a driver-car combination that you're probably not, because this is indeed a first-time drive for Ross Browning in the ex-Mick 4x4 Escort. And there you can see Ross Browning making his debut in Formula A, coming through in second spot, chasing Peter Harold. Looks like Brian Betteridge, the current Formula B category leader here at Lydden, in the third spot car there, the engine at the end of this very busy 1990 season, throwing a bit of smoke there from Brian's car, but doesn't seem to be slowing him at all. But the battle in this race is obviously going to be between these two boys, the two Formula A cars, the supercars, four-wheel drive cars, and both of these cars, of course, based on production shells, not Group B rally cars in exile, but certainly cars based on current body shells. Yes, a current body shell, because the VW Beetle is still a current body shell, believe it or not manufactured in Europe, but still in production down in Brazil, where it glories in the name of a VW Fusca, and that's what he would have to be entered as if this was an international event, which it is not. And Peter Harold making a good run there. Peter currently well placed in the Lydden series after the first round, and a good result here today could move him up into the top 5. He's been rallycrossing for many years, and came very close a few years ago to winning the Snetterton Championship, and now looking for good honours down here at Lydden. Comes from Barnum Broom up near Norwich, where he's a farmer. Brian Betteridge going through there in third spot. There's Mick Mantel in fourth place with the second Formula B car in this race, so two Formula A cars leading it. Ross Browning coming away there, with Brian Betteridge getting in a little bit closer, if anything. Brian driving a very good race there. Brian, who of course is the Croft Challenge Series for 1990, and has just recently won up at Cadwell Park the British Rallycross Drivers Association's National Rallycross Championship, so he's having a very good year in the sport. Was third in the British Formula B title, behind Roger Newbold and the winner Tony Brodie. But there comes Peter Harold away then. It's been a somewhat troublesome period for Peter with this car to try and get that 4x4 turbo working well, but they seem to be getting the bugs out of it. There's a big rumour going around in East Anglia that that car before much longer will be sporting a 16-valve engine, which will still use the Volkswagen crankcase. I say no more. It takes the checkered flag as it wins that one from Mick, and Peter does a very respectable 248.1. 248.1 there as we continue, and down on the left of your picture is welcome back to Trevor Hopkins. Great to see Hoppy back with us there in the Haynes RS200. But Mark Flaherty is making a very good run to challenge Hoppy for the lead as they go away down into Chessons for the first time. These are, of course, the Group B rally machines in exile in Rallycross, and joining in there with them as we ride with Mark Flaherty. This is Mark Flaherty leading them away. Mark, who didn't do the first round of the championship, will be looking for a good result here today. Well, there you can get a pedal's eye view of what it's like, and he is indeed chasing Trevor Hopkins. And I said it's great to see Hoppy back. We've seen very little of him during 1990. He's had a fairly serious back injury, and needless to say, rallycross and back injuries don't go together on these fairly hectic, short races over the circuits, which use loose surfaces as well, and which tend to throw the car around a lot, as you can see. And going very wide, and out of your picture there was the second of the RS200s of Gary Baker, but a really good scrap going here. Gary in third place as they come up round Chessons, back with Mark Flaherty, 6R4. Mark going into his second season now with this car, and he is the BRDA's Formula A champion of 1990, also taken that result at Cadwell. He's had a good year at Cadwell Park in Lincolnshire, actually, as Mark Flaherty. He picked up a couple of results there, a couple of wins, and looking for a result down here at Lydden this afternoon. Comes from near Reading. Car prepared for him by Will Gollop's team, G-Tech, down at Canterbury. Sits there in second place. Gary Baker in third. John Cross, in fact, is the current leader of this series, having picked up 50 points in the first round. And the situation in the championship is that the overall winner gets 50 points, and the driver who comes 50th gets 1 point. It's as simple as that at Lydden. No extra points for fastest time of the day or anything like that. Just a straightforward 50 points to the winner, 1 point for 50th. all drivers in together in the finals, and the highest placed driver in each of the 3 formulas is the winner of that particular formula, and of course the highest point scoring driver in that formula at every event. Very simple system, and one that I think perhaps would be wise to see adopted more widely in rallycross, because the point system in some rallycross events, it certainly wasn't devised by a commentator, I can assure you. As we get Mark Flaherty coming on his way, Gary Baker behind him, and John Cross in there as well, I think it is, in 4th spot. John with a little 1600cc turbo. Car prepared for him using a Mike Endine transmission and John Minty engine, but it's the East Coast Racing powered RS200 of Trevor Hopkins, and does a 240.